sixth straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cornhuskers will put total leather to crank us up. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So USC's offense will go to work first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. A run for the quarterback. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans are rolling down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Not even 2 minutes in, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Off the RPO, complete. Spin move. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the 8th play of this long drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Trojans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do that.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. formations come to the line with a new set of downs.
You guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but using that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Here we go. A designed run for the quarterback. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's low. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
It's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
The give from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. He's got his man. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Huskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give out of the gun. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw time running short in the half. He's looking deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Punch it out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Trojans have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Crosses the 45. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On the run, it's Madden. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Huskers send out the punt unit. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Husker. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got it.
Brings into the open. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the net. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moss. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. And that chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Going to the running game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. This is a designed run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll send the back in motion. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Now on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 27 to Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, you got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football now.
As As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get concerned. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramirez. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Right back to it. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down the throat on 2nd down?
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. You got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme away.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Trying to take it back.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run the sneak for it. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've been running it, but now the pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's fourth and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
He's looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player.
There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great order.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Trojans will line it up on first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Sweet spin. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Trojans looking to convert on 4th down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.